Hello and welcome. My name is Faye, and tonight you are here for your 45-minute bedtime stretch and breathe class. We stay pretty low to the ground, and the intention of this class is to help you wind down for a relaxing rest of your evening and prepare for a nice night's rest. As always, I encourage you to do what feels right in your body throughout the entire class. So if I offer something that doesn't feel good for you, feel free to modify or skip, or feel free to amplify your practice if you'd like. If you'd like to have some props to support you, today I always encourage you to either have maybe a set of blocks, a blanket or pillow, or anything else that you would like to support your practice with. So go ahead and get into some comfortable clothes, maybe grab a warm beverage if you'd like, and go ahead and join me on your mat. All right, if you'd like to go ahead and join me on all fours, tabletop shape, wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. Inhale, take a breath in and separate your knees slightly wider than your hips. And exhale, bring your big toes to send your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Option, always place a bolster here underneath your bottom for a little bit more support, or a block or pillow underneath the forehead here if the forehead feels far from the earth. When you arrive in your child's pose, shift wiggle so that you can get just 2% more comfortable where you are. Maybe your fingers are outstretched towards the top of your mat, or perhaps you have a soft bend in your elbows. Let's go ahead and take a breath in community. Breathe in through your nose, fill all the way up, and then open through your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's do that one more time. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, sigh it out. Kind of like how you might fog up a mirror. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Let's take that breath again, but this time the lips will be sealed. Inhale, fill up through your nose. Lips sealed, exhale out through your nose. Repeat that a few more times. That's your victorious or Ujjayi breath. Some people call it Darth Vader breathing. What you're doing is constricting just the slight whisper muscles of the back of your throat to create a little heat, to create just a little bit of effort to help keep you present. At any point, of course, you're welcome to let go of this breathing pattern and return to something that feels more natural and comfortable for you. Take a moment just to scan your body from head to toe, noticing any areas where you may feel tension or tightness. And see if you can invite in a little softness, a little ease. You might actively even send your breath to those areas that feel tense or tight. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And let it go. Inhale very slowly. Start to walk yourself up. Be mindful if you have any props. You're going to come up onto your knees and tuck your back toes. If this doesn't feel good on your toes, you can always keep your feet untucked and your hands here on the earth or here on your knees. Choose whatever feels right for you today. Take a breath in, and then exhale, allow your chin to drop down towards your chest. Inhale, draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. One more time each side. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale, chin to chest. If your toes are tucked, you're welcome to leave them tucked or release them flat down to the earth and slowly start to walk your hands onto your legs. If sitting up on your knees does not feel comfortable, you can take a seat on your bottom here whatever would be best for you. When you arrive, inhale, shrug your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And then exhale, roll them down and back. Let's do that 2 more times this direction. Inhale, roll them forward. And exhale, down and back. Once more, inhale, roll them up. And exhale, down and back. This time, inhale, shrug them back and up to your ears. And exhale, down and forward. Inhale, back and up. And exhale, down and forward. Once more, inhale, back and up. And exhale, down and forward. Excellent. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, look up. And then exhale, bring your hands onto your legs or knees. Inhale, slide your hands up your legs as you start to pull your heart through your arms. Lift your gaze. This is your seated cow pose. Exhale, press into your hands, slide them down your legs as you round through your back, tuck your chin towards your chest for your seated cat. Inhale, seated cow. And exhale, seated cat. Once more, inhale, seated cow. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then exhale, seated cat. Really round through your back. Create space between your shoulder blades. And allow your shoulders to melt away from your ears. Inhale, return back to a neutral spine. Lift your gaze. Exhale, relax through your shoulders, relax through your face. If you'd like to come onto your bottom, you can find a loose cross of your legs, one in front of the other. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, allow your right hand to drop down to the earth or on your block. Left hand reaches up and over, side bend. Inhale, reach back up towards the sky. And exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches up and over. Once more each side. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, right hand down, left hand up and over. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches up and over. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, hands draw, heart center. Excellent. Go ahead and make your way over onto your hands and knees, tabletop shape again. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders. You're welcome to take your hands on your blocks here if you'd like. You're welcome to also cushion your knees if you'd like a little bit more support or cushion for your knees. Tuck your toes, stretch through the bottoms of your feet again. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, press the earth away, release your feet flat, and tuck your chin towards your chest for your cat. Inhale, tuck your toes, arch through your back, lift your gaze, cow pose. And then exhale, release your feet, scoop and round, tuck your chin towards your chest, cat pose. Find 3 or 4 more rounds, moving through this cow and cat at your own pace. Feel free to hold in one spot if that would feel nice. Or perhaps you'd like to start to add some organic movement here into your practice. So you might want to sway your hips over to one side or dip your shoulders down towards each side. Take a little side bend here. You could circle your body in complete circles. You could rotate your torso in circles. Whatever might feel nice. You might even walk your hands out or walk your hands back towards your feet again for another child's pose. I encourage you to take a few more rounds of breath here and just explore what feels good in your body tonight. It does not have to look any particular way or be symmetrical. It's just allowing you to tune into, your intuition, what feels good for you. And then when you feel ready, return back to stillness. Inhale, tabletop shape. Exhale, spread your fingers nice and wide. Press into all 10 finger pads. Inhale, extend your right leg long behind you. Toes are on the ground. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, press back. Draw your heel down towards the earth. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Just stay here for another breath in and a steady breath out. Inhale, rock back onto your hands. Exhale, pick up your right foot and cross it all the way over towards your left side. Take a peek over your left shoulder back toward your foot. Inhale, bring your gaze back through center. And then exhale, peek once more again over your left shoulder. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, look center. And exhale, look over your right or your left shoulder. Press your hips towards the right. Continue to press your heel down towards the earth. Inhale, bring your gaze back through center. Pick up your right foot. And exhale, return your knee back underneath your hip. Inhale, extend your left leg long back behind you. Toes come to the earth. Inhale, rock forward into your hands. Exhale, press your heel down towards the earth. Stretch through the back of your leg. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, rock back. Stay here for a breath in. And a steady breath out. Inhale, rock forward back onto your hands. And exhale, pick up your left foot, cross it over towards your right. Press your hips towards the left. Take a peek over your right shoulder back towards your foot. Inhale, back through center. And exhale, take another peek over your right shoulder. Press your hips towards the left. Stay here in your twist. Inhale, bring your gaze back to center. And then exhale, look once more over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring your gaze through center. And exhale, uncross your legs, return back to your neutral tabletop shape. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. And then exhale, scoop and round through your back, tuck your chin toward your chest, cat pose. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. Exhale, turn your hands so that your fingertips are forwards and the backs of your wrists are towards the front of your mat. So you reverse the direction of your fingertips, and if this feels like too much, you can always come higher up here and bring your fingertips closer towards your body. Inhale, rock the weight forward into the palm of your hand, and then exhale, slowly roll up. Allow your fingers to stretch out. Inhale, roll back down. And exhale, roll back up. Once more, inhale down. And exhale, roll back up. Excellent. Inhale, roll back down. And exhale, return your wrists underneath your shoulders and your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Inhale, extend your right leg long. This time, foot is lifted. Press through your heel. Your toes point down to the earth. Exhale, draw your knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, extend your right leg long. And exhale, knee to elbow. Once more, inhale, reach long. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, bring your knee up more horizontal to the ground or perpendicular. And extend your right leg out long towards the earth. Your left knee is directly underneath your left hip. Your right toes point in the same direction as your fingertips. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, press your hips back towards your heels. 2 more times. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock back. Once more. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock your hips back towards your heels. Maybe your left bottom comes all the way towards your heel. It's okay if your foot lifts. Let's see if you can press it down. Take a slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Wherever you are, inhale, start to crawl your fingertips over towards the right side of your mat. And then maybe your hips sink just a little bit heavier towards your heels. Take one more breath in and a steady breath out. Inhale, slowly return your hands back through center. And exhale, press back up onto your fingertips and your one knee. So I will turn to face the camera. This time, your foot, again, will stay flat on the earth. Inhale, start to walk your hands in towards your body. And bring your hands up towards your waist. Your foot can stay flat on the earth, your toes pointing forward in the same direction as where your fingertips were, or you can turn your foot out to the side if that would feel better, or you can rotate your toes to face up towards the sky and you can dig your heel into the mat. Be mindful to keep a soft bend in your knee. You're welcome to stay right here if this is enough for you, or inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, and then exhale, allow your right hand to come down towards your right inner thigh and stretch up and over, side bend. This is your gate pose. Take a slow and steady breath in and let it go. One more full breath in and an easy exhale out. Inhale, bring your hands back through center, and exhale, your left hand comes down towards the earth. Your right foot can come flat down, and reach your right hand up and over for a little side plank, reverse stretch. Take a steady breath in, and exhale, let it go. Inhale very slowly, bring your right hand to your right hip and start to press yourself upright. And then exhale, bring your knee back underneath your hip, tabletop shape. Wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. Walk your knees just a little bit further back from your hips and just start to make circles here with your entire body in one direction. Just take a couple full circles. And then the next time you pass through center, reverse directions and do 2 more circles on this side. And then you can come back to stillness. Return back to your tabletop shape, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale, extend your left foot long, toes are lifted, flex your foot so your toes point down to the earth, and you're really pressing through your left heel. Crown of your head is reaching forward, and you're not sinking down into your hands and wrists. You're really pressing the earth away here. Nice and strong. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Take a breath in, and take a breath out. Inhale, draw your left knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, stretch it long. And then exhale, again, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach long. And then exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend your left leg out long this time and extend it all the way down towards the earth. And I'll again turn this way so you can get a better sense of direction here. So your left leg is out long, your toes point in the same direction as your fingertips. Inhale, rock forward onto your hands. Exhale, rock your hips back towards your right heel this time. 2 more times. Inhale, rock forward. And then exhale, rock your hips back towards your heels. Once more. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock your hips back. Take a steady breath in. And an easy exhale out. One more full breath in. And let it go. Inhale very slowly, start to press yourself back upright. And exhale, walk your hands in towards your body. And I'll show you with blocks this time. You can always take your blocks underneath your hands right here to support you. Your foot can stay flat to the earth. You could also turn your toes out towards the back of your mat. Or if you'd like, you can start to press your heel down into the earth and draw your toes back towards your body. Be mindful not to block out the left knee. Just keep a soft bend there. You're welcome to take the block underneath your left hand and start to stretch up and over with your right hand. Take a breath in. And then exhale, side bend over. Take 2 steady breaths here. Relax through your face, unclench your jaw. Inhale very slowly, start to press yourself up. An option to reach your hands to the sky or keep your hands on your blocks. And then exhale, take your right hand this time to about parallel to the back of your right thigh and sweep your left hand up towards the sky and side bend over this way. Option always remove the block and bring your hand down towards the earth. Press your hips forward. Feel a nice side body stretch all through your left side from your ankle to your left middle finger. Take one more steady breath in and let it go. Bring your left hand to your left hip. If your hand is on your block, you can start to walk it in, or however it makes sense to you. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands down towards the earth or towards your blocks, and return back to your tabletop shape. Hands are on your blocks or on the ground. Inhale, tuck your toes, arch through your back, lift your gaze. It's like a modified cow pose on blocks. Exhale, release your feet, tuck your chin and tuck your tailbone for your cat pose. One more, inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. And of course, you don't have to have your hands here on blocks, whatever makes sense to you. Inhale, extend your right leg long back behind you this time. Flex through your foot. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, crunch it in. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Take your blocks to frame your foot. Wherever you are, check to make sure your ankle is stacked right underneath your knee. You may want to walk your foot forward if you need to. You can always separate your feet so you're a little bit wider too to help you with your stability. If you have blocks, inhale, push into your blocks or push into the earth. You can stay right here, or if you like, you can start to walk your hands up to your knees. When you arrive, exhale, draw your shoulders back and down. Relax through your face and your jaw. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And let it go. Your hands are on your knees. See if you can really press your knee forward and lean your shoulders and upper body back. Squeeze your glutes if you'd like to have a little bit more hip flexor engagement. Take one more steady breath in and let it go. Bring your hands back down to the earth. If you have blocks, you may want to lower them down to the lowest setting or just bring your hands to the earth. You can start to heel toe your right foot slightly out towards the right corner of your mat or right side of your mat. You can inhale, tuck your back left toes and snuggle your leg back just a little bit further if that would feel nice for you. You can stay right here or you can flow with me if you'd like. So root down through your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right hand to the sky. Open up and twist, press your shoulder back. Exhale, hand comes down to your block. Inhale, open. And then exhale, bring your hands back down together to touch. Inhale, open and press back. And then exhale, hands down to touch. This time, return your blocks to their highest setting or return your hands to the earth to frame your right foot. And start to heel toe your foot back in alignment with your hip. Inhale, push into the blocks of the earth. And then exhale, start to straighten your front leg any amount. Draw your toes back toward your face, half split. See if you can press your right hip back, your left hip forward. If you don't have any blocks, see if you can come up to find some length through your spine. So you have a nice long flat back. And then from your hips, exhale and fold. See how far you can go without rounding through your back. You might even take a soft bend in your right leg. You can dig your heel in and like try to draw your heel back if you want to work your right hamstring just a little bit more. Relax through your face, relax through your jaw. Take one more steady breath in and a steady exhale out. Inhale, bend back into your front knee. Take your hands to frame your foot either on the ground or blocks. And then exhale, press into your hands and sweep your right foot back behind you. Extend your leg out long, toes are on the earth. Kickstand your left foot out to the side. Reach your right hand to the sky. Exhale, bring your right hand up towards your ear and reach towards the front of the room. A little side plank stretch. Take a slow and steady breath in. And let it go. Return your hands back down to the earth, tabletop shape. Inhale, tuck your toes, drop your belly, lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhale, release your feet, scooping around through your back. Tuck your chin toward your chest. Inhale, back to a neutral spine. Exhale, extend your left leg long behind you. Toes are lifted. Continue to press through your heel. Crown of the head reaches forward. Take a breath in. Press up through your lower back. Don't create that arch. See if you can really press the earth away here. And then exhale, snuggle your knee in towards your navel, towards your nose, and step your left foot forward in between your hands. And again, check to make sure your ankle is underneath your knee. So if your ankle is way back here, just help your foot forward. You got it. And then when you feel stable, you're welcome to stay right here and inhale, push into the earth or into your blocks. Or exhale, maybe your hands come up to your knees, one stacked on top of the other. Relax through your face. Unclench your jaw. This is your low lunge. Take a steady breath in and a steady breath out. If your hands are on your knee, see if you can really push into your knee and press your upper back behind you. You might even squeeze your glutes to feel just a little bit more action in your right hip flexor. Take a steady breath in and a slow and easy exhale out. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky. And then exhale, hands down towards your blocks or towards the earth to frame your foot. Heel toe your left foot out towards the left side of your mat. If your hands are on a block, you may want to lower your block to its lowest setting or bring your hand directly down towards the earth. You can always tuck your back right toes to straighten your leg a little bit more or leave your knee lifted if you'd like a little bit more work. Really root down through your right hand this time. Inhale, sweep your left hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down to touch your right hand. Inhale, open up. And exhale, left hand down to the right. Once more, inhale, open, press your shoulder back. And then exhale, once more, back down towards your block. Inhale, bring your hands back to frame your foot on the floor or on your blocks. If your blocks are on the lowest setting, return them back to their highest setting and heel toe your foot back in alignment with your hip. Inhale, take a breath in, push your blocks away or push the earth away. And then exhale, start to straighten your left leg any amount. Draw your toes back towards your face, half split. You can always walk your blocks or your fingertips forward so you can find just a little bit more length through your spine. And then exhale and focus on hinging from your hips. Avoid trying to round through your back here. Just notice how far you can go. And again, take that soft bend in your left knee if you feel a lot of tension or you just want to protect your hamstring a little bit more. You can take a soft bend there. To add, maybe a little bit more work, dig your left heel into the earth and try to draw your heel back. You'll feel your hamstrings turn on just a little bit more. You can always walk your hands forward for more sensation or remove your hands from blocks if you have them. Relax through your face and your jaw. Breathe into those areas that feel tense or tight. See if you can invite in some softness, some ease. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, slowly bend back into your front knee. And then exhale, press into your blocks or into the floor. And then step your left foot all the way back behind you this time. Your hands may want to come down to the earth if they're on the blocks. Kickstand your right leg out to the side so it comes off your mat. Your left heel pivots down. Inhale, sweep your left hand to the sky for a little side plank. Exhale, bring your left hand and left bicep by your left ear. Take a little stretch. You may even want to press your hips forward if that feels good. Take a slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Slowly round back into your tabletop shape. Wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. Take a slow and steady breath in. Exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Your knees can be together or wider apart. Stretch your fingertips up towards the front of your mat. Take a breath in. And then exhale, crawl your fingertips over towards the right side of your space. Inhale, really press into your left hand. See if you can press your left hip closer down towards the earth. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, back through center. And then exhale, walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat this time. Exhale, let it go. Press your hips back towards your heels. Really press into your right hand and see if you can draw your right hip closer towards the earth. Take a steady breath in and a steady breath out. Inhale, crawl your back hands back through center. And exhale, slowly pull yourself forward onto your belly. And then you can stack your hands, one hand on top of the other, and relax the forehead or cheek. Or you can make a fist and relax your forehead on top. When you arrive, just take a moment to check in, notice how you feel. Come back to your breath. And then where do you notice your breath the strongest? Is it in your nose, throat, chest, rib cage, abdomen, somewhere else? What are you experiencing right now? Take a slow and steady breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhale very slowly. Start to keep your right knee onto the earth and slide your right knee out to the side. Kind of make a right angle with your right shin and right thigh. You can flex or point your foot here. This is your half resting frog. You're welcome to stay right here if you'd like a little bit more. Maybe you'd like to come up onto your elbows and add in a little Sphinx pose. If you're in the Sphinx pose, really press actively into your left toes, press them down into the earth, press your pubic bone down into the earth, and spread your fingers nice and wide. Take a breath in. Exhale, maybe you try to pull your heart forward like you're trying to scoot yourself forward, but you're not actually going to go anywhere. Notice if your neck is all the way crunched up back here. See if you can uncrunch your neck. Bring your gaze up towards the top of your mat. Relax your shoulders. Take a slow and steady breath in. And let it go. And if you're here in the Sphinx and you don't want to be, you're welcome to lower back your forehead or cheek down onto the mat. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale very slowly. Allow your elbows to come parallel to the mat. Stack your hands on fists or one on top of the other and relax your forehead back down. Keep your leg bent out to the side. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And let it go. Very carefully bring your left hand underneath your left side of your head, like right above your ear. And you can take your right hand somewhere in front of your chest or abdomen and keep your right leg bent here as you start to press your shoulders back. You can stay right here, or if you'd like a little bit more, you can take your right hand and bring it to your right hip. Press your elbow back towards your body. Squeeze your right shoulder blade in. You're welcome to stay right here. If you'd like a little bit more, let's get a little bit further away from the wall. You can start to roll over more on towards your back, but continue to keep your right leg across your body. Your knee may come off the ground. It's perfectly fine. And your shoulders may be rooted onto the earth, or maybe your right shoulder is just slightly hovering off the mat. It's perfectly fine. You're welcome to stay right here, or if you'd like to add a little bit more of a quad stretch, you can bend your left knee this time, the one that's on the ground, all the way down, and you can reach around with your right hand and catch hold of your left foot and draw your heel in towards your glute. Choose whatever spinal twist variation feels good for you. And you take a couple rounds of breath here. Relax through your face. Relax your jaw. go of any clenching or holding into your hands unless you obviously have your foot. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And then exhale. If you have your foot, very slowly release your hand from it. Allow your foot to go back out long and roll back onto your belly this time. Your right leg can return back underneath or directly in line with your right hip. Stack your hands and rest a cheek or your forehead onto the mat. Take just a moment to check in. Notice how you feel. Does one side feel different than the other? If you'd like, you can bend both knees and allow your feet to come up towards the air and just to the sky and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And then when you feel ready, you can return back to stillness. Return your feet back down to the earth. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale this time, bend your left knee, keep it flat to the earth. Your knee will come about a little bit below hip height. You can either flex or point your left foot. And your thigh and your leg bone, the part below your knee and the part above your knee, that will make a 90-degree shape. Notice how this side feels in this shape. You're welcome to stay right here, or again, if you'd like to add in that Sphinx pose, you can make sure to ground down through your right toes. You'll feel your kneecap lift slightly. Press your hips down into the earth and very slowly draw your elbows underneath your shoulders, or they can be a little bit further out, whatever would feel better on your body. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Check in with your neck. Notice if you're trying to crinkle it back. See if you can draw your shoulders down away from your ears and stretch the crown of your head forward. Gaze might go off the tip of your nose or towards the top of your mat. In this sphinx shape with the half resting frog, you can start to press into your finger pads and imagine you're trying to pull yourself forward, but you're not actually going to go anywhere. Continue to press your hips into the earth. Press your right toes down. Relax and soften through your jaw and your face. Take a couple of rounds of breath here. Inhale, bring your elbows out towards the side. And then exhale, bring your forehead back down onto your hands here. Take just a couple of rounds of breath. Notice how you feel now. And then when you feel ready, you can start to lift your head and bring your right hand underneath your right head, just above where your ear is. And that left hand comes in front of your chest area. And so you can start to press the earth away and press your shoulder back for your twist. You're welcome to stay right here or bring your left hand towards your left hip crease and press your shoulder back. If you'd like a little bit more, you could always roll over onto your left shoulder blade, and then your arms can come out to a T. Again, your left shoulder might be slightly lifted up off of the earth. That's okay. If you'd like a little bit more, you can add your quad stretch by bending that bottom leg. Draw your right heel in towards your glute and hold on with your left hand here. Choose what option works for you today. Relax through your face. Allow your shoulders to relax. Whatever variation you took, it was the perfect one you took for yourself today. Take one more steady breath in and let it go. If you have your foot, very slowly release your foot down back with control. And then roll back over onto your belly. You can return your left hip underneath or in alignment with your left hip, left foot to left hip. And if it feels nice, you can bend both knees and allow your feet to come up towards the sky and just kind of windshield wiper your ankles from side to side. Take one more slow and steady breath in. And let it go. Release your feet back down to the earth. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, press into your hands, lift up into tabletop shape. And exhale, send your hips back toward your heels, child's pose. Just take a couple rounds of breath here. Notice how it feels in this shape now. Maybe you want to wiggle your hips a little bit from side to side. Or maybe your knees come closer together. Or perhaps you'd like to bring your hands back behind you with your palms face up. Come back to your breath. Can you breathe three-dimensionally, front to back and side to side? If it feels nice, you may find a little rock of your forehead from side to side here. Let go of any stress or worry. And just come back into this present moment. Come back to the feeling of your body on the earth, in the breath as it flows in and out. On your next breath in, very slowly start to push yourself up, all the way upright, moving nice and slowly. Roll over onto your bottom and scoot up to the top of your mat so you have space to lie down on your back here. If you have a blanket or anything cozy you'd like to add or grab, feel free to do so now. You can extend your legs out long and just use your hands to help you all the way down onto your back. And when you arrive, reach your arms overhead or back behind you. Take a nice full body stretch. And then exhale, draw one knee into the chest and then the other. Give yourself a little squeeze and a little rock here from side to side. This time, keep your right knee hugged in. Extend your left foot down to the earth or all the way long on your mat. And then exhale, really hug your right knee in towards your chest or to the outside of your right rib cage. You might find a little bit of movement here, side to side or up and down, whatever feels good. Take a steady breath in. And then exhale, allow your right leg to bend and your right foot comes down to the earth. Inhale, draw your left knee in toward your chest this time. You can keep your right leg right here or you can extend it out long on the mat. Take a breath in and then exhale, draw your left knee in toward your chest or to the outside of your left rib cage. Again, you can hold static or maybe you'd like to find a little bit of movement here. You can make small circles or go up and down or side to side, whatever might feel nice. And then when you feel ready, release your leg out long. Allow your feet to come to the corners of your mat. Your pinky toes fall down towards the side. Arms come away from your body or they come up overhead if you'd like to add a little bit more shoulder opening here. And of course, if there's any other place you'd like to be for your final resting pose, perhaps you'd like to lay on your side, your belly, or be upright in a seated shape, whatever would feel good for you. When you arrive, you may want to fidget wiggle, adjust so that you get just 2% more comfortable. Sometimes I like to lift my head and readjust it just to be able to stretch through the back of my neck a little bit more. Let's take a breath together. Go ahead and empty all the air from your lungs. And then take a nice slow deep breath in through your nose, fill all the way up. And then open your mouth, exhale, gush out all the air, let it go. Allow your eyes to soften down or fully close. Bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. See if you can invite in just a little more softness. Allow your brain to feel heavy. Allow your jaw to unclench. Your tongue can fall away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Invite ease into your upper back, middle back, lower back. Allow your hips to feel heavy. Relax your right leg all the way down to the bottom of your right foot. Relax your left leg all the way down to the bottom of your left foot. Allow your breathing to be soft and relaxed. If your mind starts to wander, just gently bring yourself back to the feeling of your body supported by the earth and the breath as it flows in and out. Shavasana. You're welcome to stay here as long as you would like. Otherwise, I'll invite you to start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just invite in a little gentle movement. You might want to rock your head from side to side. And if it feels nice, take a big inhale and stretch your hands up overhead. Take a full body stretch. And then exhale, bend your knees and roll over onto your right side. You can use your right arm to bend and cradle your head here. Keep your gaze soft. Just check in. Notice how you're feeling today. And then whenever you feel ready, you can gently start to press yourself up. Join me in a seated shape of your choice. If it calls to you, bring your hands to heart center. Take a slight bow of your chin to your chest. Acknowledge all the effort, all the work that you put into your practice this evening, knowing that it was enough and that you are always enough. The love light in me bows to the love light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. Again, my name is Faye, and I would love to hear how this practice felt for you in your body this evening. So if you want to go ahead and drop a comment down below, let me know. If you have any other questions or requests, I'm happy to chat about them down there too. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe so you don't miss videos in the future. And I also have a great little special going on that I'm just starting out for my YMB club, the Your Mindful Breath Club. And if you'd like to grab access to these videos without any ads, and if you'd like to join me for live classes, go ahead, check the link down below and you can check it out there. Hope to see you next time. Bye.